Hey everybody, I want to impress upon you that during this protocol, you're going to go through healing symptoms. Some of you have skin conditions and conditions that are going to be very obvious to people around you. I mean, you could have eye issues, you could have mouth issues, you could have skin issues, you could have hair issues, a lot of different issues. And unfortunately, if you want to heal, there's no way around going through the healing process, the healing symptoms. So here is a scenario that you must consider so you understand that this is going to be a process. Okay, so this is a young lady who wrote in my website. This juice has been pushing out a severe outbreak of eczema all over my neck. It was so bad I had to take a break. It took months for it to clear. Now that I've started back again, it immediately has come back. Well, it tells you that your body hasn't healed yet. I've used every cream you can imagine, and I've tried the juice. Nothing helps. You know why? Because the body now is overcoming the poisons. Every cream that you use is an antibiotic. Okay? Creams are antibiotic. The body now is immune to that poison because it's trying to push that poison out. You try to push back those pathogens in the body, your body is saying, no, we don't want the poisons. We don't want the cream, and we don't want you pushing back those pathogens, which is the eczema, coming out of your body. Because remember, your skin is a filtration process. Okay? And so she said, I've tried juice, nothing helps. The juice is trying to get it out. Okay? You're not trying to take away the pain, you're trying to induce it to have it come out so you can finally heal. It's covering my entire neck, and it's very difficult for me to work like this. Has anyone had this experience, and can you shed some light on how long it took for you to clear up for you? Very frustrated. Thank you, everybody. Okay, guys, there is no way to determine how long your body is going to be pushing out pathogens, whether through your skin, through all the different orifices of your body. There is no way to know this. You use like the creams, the antibiotic creams, or the essential oils, or everything, the body becomes immune to pathogens if it's already created antibodies against it. So if you've used all the different creams, guess what? That's no different than using all the drugs on the market, and there is nothing left. And that's why there's all these foundations for the new cure for cancer. What's the new poison we can put on our body to upset homeostasis, take away the symptoms, and then guess what? You're going to be immune to that over a period of time. That's why there is a string of drugs and protocols in the allopathic and the holistic world, because a body gets immune to that and it still wants to live, and then you're back in pain again. The power of this protocol is to deal with the pain, to understand this is what you must go through. You got to, and it sucks that some of you have to work. It sucks that your customers and your boss and everyone sees this, but it's no different than being sick in the matrix. When you're sick, you take time to heal. Now, I know that in the matrix, you're using steroids to keep those symptoms at bay, but we're not doing that. And you've also exhausted everything. It's like, you go try to find another poison to upset homeostasis that your body doesn't recognize right off the bat because the antibodies haven't been built up yet. You're now going to be poisoning your body to try to keep those symptoms at bay. You're going to undermine your healing process and your healing progress. So sometimes there's no way to lessen the severity of a pathogen coming to surface during the healing process. Sometimes you just have to deal with it. You just have to. And some of us can use certain, protocols that will kind of help mitigate the pain. But if you already exhausted all your resources out there in the antibiotic world, then now you're left to deal with it. There is nothing, and hey, if you get off the juice, you're stopping the healing process. You get off the juice, you're not going to allow your body to be able to heal because you're stopping it mid-healing process. So if you get off the protocol, it's going to still do things that it needs to do, and you may see the symptoms become less and less. That's because the body's saying, okay, or the parasites and the fungus are like, okay, great, she's not trying to kill us, so we'll just chill out. We'll not punish her anymore. And so it's still in your body. It's still degrading you. See, when you go through the pain process, whatever pain that is, that's the healing process. Now, I know we have to function in the world, so we have to manage and balance out, the pain and the painkillers. And we don't want to have too many painkillers because then it would stop us from healing. So we have to understand how to balance those things out. And some of us have very severe issues that you just got to deal with it. There's no other way around it. And maybe you have to adjust your lifestyle to be able to manage your healing process. This isn't an easy protocol because you have been pushing all of those pathogens back in your body. When I went through my healing process, I had a rash that I forgot I had. And this rash came to surface just within the last 6 months. But I had that rash back when I was a kid wearing tight leotards when I was in gymnastics. And it was a major angry rash that my mom and dad would put steroid cream on there. And finally that rash went away. But what it did was it pushed the pathogens back in my body. And then guess what? Those pathogens went and remutated me in a different way. It may have attacked my reproductive system. That could have been the reason why of my PMDD, along with all of my other practices of birth control and the pills and the powders and the supplements. So when I went through my healing process and that rash came back again, it was weeping. It was weeping all of this, white, not white, but clear liquid. Okay. And I had to deal with it. It sucked. And my underwear was always wet. I'm like, damn, this sucks. Having to change my underwear. That was like a week or 2 or 3. I forget how long it was, but it was in and out. It was on and off. Okay. So, that's what we have to deal with in this process. No different than me experiencing those hot flashes a couple weeks, this last couple weeks. And it was hot. I'm going outside, just getting air and getting, the cold air, the cold air on me but I know that that's part of this process. Lucky for me, I don't have to work. So it's just me at home and my husband, is working. But those of you that are working, I feel for you because that sucks. But you just know that this is part of the healing process and you do the best you can to manage and take care of yourself. Cut yourself a break. Don't work so hard. Find a way to cut down on your expenses so you don't have to work so hard. And some of you, are going to have to find ways to do this. Yeah, and Kathy, you need to be doing the juice to get that patch, not about what you eat. You need to do the juice to get that patch finally coming out. And it may be your whole face that has eczema, but guess what? Over time, it's going to disappear, but you have to keep doing the juice. You can't be going on and off the protocol, right? So if your eczema is dependent upon what you eat, then it means you have not healed that eczema. It means that you're still playing games with this protocol. You need to bring it to surface, deal with it, and then move on to the next thing. That's what this protocol is about. You deal with it, you bring it to surface, you deal with it, you face that demon in the face, you have your life adjusted around it, and then you go on to the next healing symptoms. Because right now, Kathy, you're stuck in homeostasis. You're still playing games. And you need to just get that patch dealt with and disappeared. Because if you're still dealing with what food you're eating to induce that, then it means that you're still playing that. And you need to stop that. You need to get to the next healing symptoms. There may be other issues in your body aside from eczema that needs to be dealt with, but you're still stuck in the eczema healing process. You're still playing games, footsie? Okay, so this whole point of the protocol is there's levels of healing. You deal with one level of healing, which is eczema. You get that knocked out, then another level of healing. It could be, I don't know, muscle stuff. It could be eye stuff. It could be brain stuff. It could be headaches. It could be whatever. Every single symptom that you deal with on the protocol is a level of healing. And if you're still stuck in the eczema stage, then you're in homeostasis, but you're also degrading. Because that's going to multiply because you haven't done anything to overcome it and heal it. That's still mutated cells in your body. And you still have other mutations that haven't been dealt with. But your body is trying to deal with this eczema and you're not letting it because you keep going off the protocol. You got to face that demon and you got to deal with it and you got to get to the next level. All right. Bye.